Hi, I am your Navi, social science teacher. In previous class, we were talking about agriculture. In that, we have seen food crops other than grains. In that, majorly we have seen the sugarcane, oil seeds, tea, coffee. Other than that, we have learned about the things like horticulture. So next, my part is we are in today's class. We are going to deal here about non-food crops. Under that, first one I am going to speak rubber. So I can call it as a rubber is an equatorial crop, but it is also grown in tropical and subtropical areas. Rubber, we can call it by name itself, according to the things we can call as the equatorial crop, but it is grown in the tropical and subtropical areas also. It requires a most moist and humid climate. With the rainfall, it is nearly we need a rainfall more than 200 centimeter, and temperature it requires a 25 degrees Celsius. Which are the major states which are producing rubber in India? That is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Garo Hills of Meghalaya. Coming to the part of the world, India ranks fifth among the world. That is for the production of largest natural rubber producer in the world. So, other than that, we are going to talk here about fiber crops, which are coming under the fiber crops. Means we'll be talking about cotton, jute, hemp, and natural silk are the four major fiber crops grown in India. So, in India, will be having the four types of major fiber crops. First one we can say as a cotton, jute, hemp, and natural silk. Cotton, jute, and hemp are derived from the crops grown in the soil. So, which are what are the cotton, jute, and hemp, which will be grown from the soil, but later obtain what are the this one natural silk. It is not grown on soil. It later obtained from cocoons of the silkworm fed in green leaves, especially we are calling as a mulberry leaves. In the art school region, for example, whatever in the Shilagata Taluk and all, you know that what is the meaning of sericulture and how cocoons will be taken to silk and all those things. What do you mean by sericulture means here? We can say as what are the rearing of silkworms for the production of silk. Rearing of silkworm for the production of silk, it will be derived as a sericulture. In that, one by one we can discuss here. I am going to majorly I will be discussing the today's class regarding cotton and jute here. So cotton, we know which is a suitable soil. Means it is none other than the block soil is very suitable to cultivate for the cotton. So the block soil is also called by the name of block cotton soil also, that we have discussed under the soils of India, right? Cotton grows well in the drier parts of block cotton soil of the Deccan Plateau, and it requires high temperature it must be high, and rainfall it will be low rainfall or light rainfall we can call, and or irrigation facility we need, which will be the lowest rainfall area. Means it requires some irrigation. So it also requires the 210 frost free days. Bright It needs the bright sunshine for its growth. And most of the things, whatever the cotton as a we can call as a kharif crop, it requires 6 to 8 months to mature. For the cotton growing, it requires a minimum 6 to 8 months it takes. Next is jute. Jute is known as the golden fiber, or fiber. It grows on well-drained fertile soil. Where it grows means it grows on well-drained fertile soil. in the food plants of where the soils are renewed very every year. It requires high temperature during the time of growth. It used to making where we are using jute. It used to making gunny bags, mats, carpets, and air fats, so etc. in here, and it will be using, it is losing the market to, so why it is nowadays we are not it is jute is losing its market because of synthetic fiber we are using, that is a packing material, particularly in nylon. So technological and institutional reforms, how it has helped for our Indian agriculture. Already we know that the 60% of the what are the people are there, are 60% of the livelihood which provides from agriculture. So collectivism, consolidation of holdings, corporation, and abolition of zamindars etc were given priority to bring about institutional reforms in the country after independence. So we can call as what are the zamindaris was system was there that has abolished in the period of we can say as Indira Gandhi. She made that the tiller are the owners of land who was stealing that one, and many other. For example, we can say as a land reforms will be there, and 5 year plans which we have given the scope for the agriculture, and which help for the green revolution, white revolution. These are the things help for the Indians or the help for the Indias to upgrade or the self achievement in the agriculture field after Indian independence, we can say. So in the main things, land reform was the main focus, the first 5 year plans. So first 5 year plan, they have given the objective was that regarding land reform. That was a thing. The government of India embarked upon introducing agriculture reforms, improve Indian agriculture in the year we can say as a 1960 and 1970, and green revolution. What is a green revolution here? The sudden increase in the food production, that is we can call as a green revolution. Well, how it is possible means it is a use of package technology, and white revolution we will be calling for two also, one for milk, one for the operation of flood. For the operation of flood, we can say the white revolution means to control flood, dams were constructed, many things that we'll be talking in the water resources chapter. Some of the strategy initiated to improve Indian agriculture. In the 1980s and 1990s, comprehensive land development program was introduced. That is comprehensive land development program, which was initiated, which include both institutional and technical reforms. Technical reforms we already know, that is usage of machines, HYVs, fertilizers, all those things will be coming under here. Provision for crop insurance. That is one more thing. Provision has given for the crop insurance against the drought, flood, cyclone, fire, and diseases establishing here. Diseases. So against the diseases are the flood, cyclone, fire. The crop insurance which has implemented that, that is the one part we can say. And establishment of Gramina banks. You may have seen in your area, rural banks will be the cooperative society, and which provide the loan for the purpose of agriculture, for the purpose for farmers at low level or the lower rates of interest, were some important steps steps in this direction. Other than that, Kisan credit card facility, personal accident insurance scheme, or some other schemes introduced by the government of India for the benefit of farmers. Here, the main things we are going to talk about Bhudan or Gramdan. What is this Bhudan or Gramdan? Why it is important? See, India was ruled by many other countries. Especially, we can talk about the India was a colonial countries up to 1947. And that time, most of the zamindars were undertaking the agriculture field, not a farmers. So some poor landless villagers demanded some land to their economic well-being. So Vinoba Bhave to could not assure about this to give a land for the villagers. but he promised to talk to the government regarding that. Suddenly, we can hear the one name, that is Sri Ramachandra Reddy, stood up and offered his 80 acres of the land to be distributed among 80 landless villagers. Means per person they has given a 1 acre. So that is we are calling as a Bhudan. So Bhudan is the very things the landless people who all are they urged or they have demanded for the some land for the economic well-being with Vinoba Bhave. Vinoba Bhave could not able to assure them, but he said that he promised to talk the government. On the same time, Sri Ramachandra Reddy has given offer the 80 acres of land to be distributed among 80 landless villagers. That fact we are calling by the name of Bhudan. Some zamindars owners from many villages offer the distribute the village among the landless. That is, we are calling as a gramdan. So, what is a gramdan? Means some zamindars owners of many villages offer distribute some villages among the landless. That is, this gramdan or the Bhudan movement is there. No, was initiated. Who was initiated? Means that is initiated by the Vinoba Bhave. It is known as the bloodless revolution. They may ask the question, what is a bloodless revolution? And that time you have to write about Bhudan and Gramdan. In upcoming class, I am going to talk about contribution of agriculture to the national economy and impact of globalization on agriculture. Thank you for watching video. Stay tuned to GJS. Have a great day ahead.